Hello, everyone. Welcome to Monday Live with Alan and Greg, and our guest, MJ, is
Hello,
back
everyone. Hello.
again. So, if you're in the chat room, go in and say hello.
Hello.
We
How many
have
times is
James
this?
Holder. He said good evening a couple minutes ago, so he's been waiting. So, hello, James.
Hello, James.
James.
And anyone else out in the chat room.
I'd have to look, but I think this is your maybe fourth time.
Fourth, or at least fifth, something like
Okay.
that.
That sounds about right. You guys have been
Yeah.
doing the show for how long? 3 years?
More than
At
two.
least.
More than 3?
No, not more than two. Not.
Okay.
I think this is our third year doing it.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you've come and saved us a couple times, I think, on last minute. Then we've been having you on for the first guest of the year,
Yeah.
a couple years in a row.
Yeah. I'm good luck.
Indeed.
Yeah, you are.
So let's say hello to Julie.
Hi,
Julie's
Julie.
here.
Hey, Julie.
Julie's an awesome viewer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Leslie, Books, Girls, and Purrs, listening while at work.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Hey, I used to listen to podcasts when I was working from home way back before
Yeah.
COVID.
I listen to books. I listen to podcasts. I listen to all of it.
Well, it depends on what you're doing at the time.
Mhm.
You would think that a computer programmer is like pay a whole lot of attention.
Cut and
You
paste.
could do two things at once pretty easy.
Well, thing about computer programming is, this is a whole lot like another program I wrote. So you grab it, cut and paste, and the changes, and sometimes the changes are just mind numbing. You just type it away, and you're done.
Yeah.
I have a question for Leslie about LA. I heard the Bodhi Tree bookstore closed.
Did it?
Yeah, you do you remember that? They had like two stores next to each other, and one served free tea.
Huh. Oh.
One was all spiritual, and I heard it closed.
Wow.
I don't know that book because I've never been to LA, so
LA's fun.
Yeah, I love LA, but it's not like I know it very well.
Yeah, I was there for like a week and I saw a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, if you spend more than a day or two there, you get to know Santa Monica Boulevard and the Troubadour and that, and you go by it all the time. And
yep.
So, and I've stayed at a hostel there on Muscle Beach in Venice Beach, the Venice Beach Hostel, not once but twice.
There you go.
Over the past few, it'd be like dormitory style.
Yeah.
And so it was cool. Then I stayed at in Korea town. Last time I went to see Tom at LA Books, I stayed at a hostel in Koreatown, and I don't know why I did that. Because I had to take like 2 buses to get to downtown. It was a long way from Hollywood.
okay.
Yeah, Hollywood's kind of far. If you don't drive, it's not close to Santa Monica or Venice Beach.
Right.
They have a train there now. That has a stop at Hollywood. I didn't even get on to try it. It made me nervous. Subway, like
the underground. Yeah, I rode the underground. It was kind of handy.
Yeah. Next time I just used Uber, but it got expensive.
I would think so.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not like Portland where you just hop on the train and it's like $5 a day. Was it more $6.50 or something like that?
That's awesome.
Yeah, they raised it a little.
It is. And we have to say hello to Pat, Book Chat with Pat.
Yeah, Pat.
Leslie says, what was it called again? I think she's talking about the Bodhi bookstore.
Bodhi Tree. Yeah. Bodhi Tree, like the Buddha.
Hi, Greg.
Greg from Ghost Readers in the Sky. He's here. Hello.
He's reading some Bukowski. Greg did a video on Bukowski.
Okay.
Cool.
I've only read a little bit of Bukowski. I read Post Office.
Yeah, it was
And I
novel.
just read it and I said, oh, you know,
Yeah.
didn't push any buttons for me.
Yeah, I went through like little phase, and I read all the stuff.
Yeah, there's a couple of booktubers who are really into Bukowski.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Wall, I think, is one of them.
Oh
that
yeah. I
he
got
he
in an
loves
argument with
Bukowski.
him.
Well, I know. I remember.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. My fault. Mea culpa. All the arguments I get into are my fault. Stupid. STOOPID.
All right. All right. So, little early. To get it. You want to wait to get into what we're reading, or just go right into it?
Well, I was going to bring something up with MJ.
All right. Bring something up.
I think, didn't you show me a photo of you when you were like a kid? I don't know if it was in LA or what. You were dressed in a black leather jacket with a famous guitar player. Did you have a photo like that?
I don't think so. I mean, I've got pictures of guys in bands wearing leather.
Well, you must have showed me one, and this guy was like somebody I might have heard of, or I'm not, but
I don't know. I can name off the top of my head all of the guys in bands that I've met, like getting pictures and stuff like that. So I met Ace Frehley at a roller skating rink. Him and his band Frehley's Comet played, so I got photos with him and his band. The band Warrant. Remember the band Warrant with Jimmy Lane? That we're going to the 80s.
Kim Warrant, isn't it? Kim, the bass player. Kim, Kim Warrant.
I don't think so. I think his last name was Bobby Dylan. Maybe, I don't know where that came from. LA Guns. I saw it, and I got pictures of. They all had black leather jackets on.
Right? Did you live out there?
No, they all came to the East Coast, and I would just go see bands. We had a really good vinyl store that would bring bands in back in the day, and it was just one of those things where it would be a Thursday at 4:00. Come on and meet this band, and we'd go right after school and we'd go meet them.
We had a good record store too called Boogie Records, and then we had a Peaches too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that's right. And don't get me started on the albums I've lost. I've lost more than half of. I used to have a couple hundred, but anyway, God, it makes me mad. Like that, Some Girls album and Led Zeppelin albums. They had like spinning things on them. You take the liner notes out, and they'd line up through the windows. And now when you buy a new album like Physical Graffiti, it's not like that. It's just printed on there.
Yeah,
too much money to print special stuff.
What?
Too much money to print that stuff now.
Yeah, now you buy an album and it's just like here somewhere. You don't even get a copy.
Yeah.
No, I think Alan still buys the vinyl, don't you?
The what?
I was talking to Alan. You still buy the vinyl records?
Yeah, I bought a
big thing now.
Todd Rundgren and Utopia album last week.
Cool.
My favorite one that I used to have, but then I wanted to see how much it was, and I go, if this is under $20, I'm going to get it. And then it was like 23. And I said, if
close
this is
enough.
25, I'm going to get it. No.
There you go. See, booktubers have other hobbies besides reading books.
Sometimes.
Well, reading is dead.
No, it's not.
Reading
is awesome.
TikTok killed it. I've been watching the videos. I shared one from, what's the guy's name? Man Who Carries thing.
I'm really not a fan, so I can't comment. I don't really watch his stuff.
I don't watch TikTok. I'm not a member.
No, I'm not on TikTok either.
He's on YouTube.
He's on YouTube. All right.
Yeah.
And he gets millions of views.
I think it's Man Carey's thing, but I don't watch, and it was one of those where I'm like, not interested. No offense, but just not my thing.
Yeah.
You can't, well, the thing is, you can't watch everything.
No. No, and I'm trying to teach the algorithm what I like and what I don't like.
I fear I'm missing out some with the algorithm now. Like they're not showing me everything
Yeah.
This happens.
like that I want to
You're
see.
not- I mean,
because-
they still feed me lots of political videos, and I'm like an idiot. I always watch some of them, and then I regret it because I'm mad. And
Once you watch one, that's it. Like it's over.
I remember
also
like the first year I was on YouTube.
Mhm.
They had a short, and it's not really obscene, but it's called braless dancing,
Mm.
where women just dance without shirts. They have shirts on, but no bras on.
Right.
And okay, the first one, well, that was fine, but then it's like, okay, I'm
Your
tired.
whole algorithm.
The algorithm,
Okay.
all of a sudden, there's dozens of these young ladies dancing without, whatever. So I was like, okay, I got to deliberately not watch that, not
Right.
actively click it.
Right. Not interested.
right. Yeah, I'll get it. I'll go through some miniature schnauzers or chihuahuas, and then I'll get inundated with it.
Mm-hmm. So here's your answer. Okay, I looked it up because I'm not familiar with Bodhi Tree Bookstore. Has been sold and will be reestablished on Melrose Avenue. I'm not sure how current the information is, as I did a quick search. Okay,
Thanks.
Yeah.
Libro's here. Hello, Libro.
Who knows?
Oh, Libro, just do a search.
No, don't do.
And then, they're there unless they took them down. It's like they're there forever. And then
I'm sure there's new ones up.
Now it's all going to show in our algorithm because we're talking about it on
no.
YouTube.
well, they show up on mine because maybe it understands, when of course, yeah, it might. Who knows? I'll just have to remember not to click it.
Oh my
I've got
gosh.
3 phones, and like one is for tarot kind of, one's for music kind of, but they all seem to have political stuff on them.
Yeah. It's everywhere.
is.
It's tough to get away from it.
Yep. Okay, we're 12 minutes in. I think we're safe to talk about books now.
Okay.
Right.
All right, MJ, as the guest, you get to go first.
Sure. So this was the Pulitzer Prize, a surprise Pulitzer Prize
Yes, it was.
for 2026. Angel Down by Daniel Kraus. And I got this when I was really sick last year. And I started reading it. And the way that it's written, it's basically one sentence, disjointed paragraphs. I'm like, my brain can't process it. So I put it down. And then, it took me 2 months to get better. And then you start looking at all your other books and you forget about the one that you started that you put down.
I know.
So the news came out and I was like, wait, I have that book. So I grabbed it and I started it last week. And what I did was I tethered it with the audiobook. So I'm listening to the audiobook and reading along. So much better. And I think if you love nonfiction, if you love historical fiction, not nonfiction, historical fiction, with just a little bit of something else, it might be up your alley. It might be up your Yeah. I think you might like it, Greg.
Yeah, well, someone mentioned it's all one sentence, and I'm so on board with that kind of stuff.
But if you do the audiobook, it reminds me a lot of Rushdie.
Okay.
His writing is a lot like Rushdie's.
Now, let me ask you this. I just noticed on Audible, if you have the book on Kindle as well, it will let you read along now.
Yeah.
On your phone, not on your Kindle device, only on your phone.
Right.
Yeah, on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of I just discovered it myself reading Blind Sight.
Yeah. The
Blind
87th Precinct books are set up like that. So they're all in Kindle Unlimited. And then you can go over to Audible and it'll tie in the audiobook with it, which is nice because you get to listen to the audiobook
Do you
for
have
free.
to pay extra for the audio, or is that just part of the Kindle Unlimited?
It's a part of the Kindle Unlimited.
All right.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
And-
I dropped my Kindle Unlimited subscription.
Did you?
Well, the problem is, I mean, it's $11 a month. It's not nothing big, but
Mhm.
I went through it. I maybe read one book per month on a good month. Some months I
Mhm.
didn't read anything.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
get quite a lot of use out of it. And actually this week I was talking to someone and they're like, hey, what do you think about this series? It's from, the 80s or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know, let me look on eBay. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm looking and there's like 36 books. It's like a YA series. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to look on Kindle Unlimited and see if they're there. They're all on Kindle Unlimited. So I don't have to buy one book. And this is
one thing about Daniel Kraus is I heard, I don't know how true this is, that he was the script writer for the Del Toro, the Water something, Shape of Water.
Shape of Water. Yeah. He's tied into that somehow. Yeah.
And apparently there was a play
Mhm.
that was very similar to the storyline
Mhm.
of Shape of Water. And they got sued by the playwright saying,
Right.
like plagiarism.
Yeah. Like you ripped off my thing. Yeah.
But the thing is, there's a book by Rachel Ingalls called Caliban something,
Mhm.
which is about a woman falling in love with a sea monster.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of tropey a little
It
bit.
is. I mean, if it's just falling in love with a sea monster,
Yeah.
that's not
You
anything you
can't
can
really
talk to.
sue over that.
What?
I said you can't really sue over that.
It's been done before, yeah. Sea monsters.
But he also wrote, because the cool thing about Daniel Kraus is that he's one of us, right? So he's a horror author. He's done Night of the Living. He released a book about Night of the Living Dead, or one of those Living Dead type stories. And like you follow him on social and he's really approachable and you could talk to him and everything.
Okay.
And then he wins a Pulitzer. It's like, whoa.
He's no longer going to be approachable.
Well, I think he still is, but it's like you're cheering because he's like one of us. He's one of us. He's not some guy living in Venice that has so many PhDs and all that. He's just some dude that likes to write horror fiction, which I love.
Yeah, you really like
Whalefall. Whalefall is so good. It's so good because it's about a guy that goes scuba diving and does get stuck in a whale. Like the cover is a spoiler, like it reveals it, but there's so many more layers to it. There's like family ties and family trauma and all this stuff that he's working through. Like it's really well done. And then the pacing of the book, because the main character only has so much oxygen left. So every single chapter you're turning, it's like, 80 psi, 70 psi, 60
Gotcha.
psi. So you're running out of air yourself as a reader. So if you haven't read Whalefall, read it this summer. It's a quick read. You're gonna love it, guaranteed. And the movie comes out in October.
Okay. Well, I'll wait for it to show up on Kindle pricing. Like it'll show up for $1.99 someday.
Oh yeah, you know it. Mm-hmm. And then the other book that I was reading is Teenage Girls Can Be Demons, and that's by Ray Wild. And it's all short stories, and I'm like 50% in, and they're good. They're good. She has some interesting takes on some growing up as a female.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's good.
Good.
What are you guys reading?
All right. Hold on. Let's just say hi to Goat Man. Hello.
There you go, man.
That's it for the comments. So, Alan, you're up.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm about to do a review. I haven't done a book review video in a while of Catch 22. And I've been talking about it for a month, and it was a great buddy read. And his stories stayed with me. I don't know. It's sometimes the most satirical books can end up being the most hard hitting or hard punching in a way.
Sure.
The way it ended too is made me think, and the characters are memorable. I don't know. It gets a bad rep for being kind of repetitious and same situations over and over, and you could almost like pick any chapter out and toss it, and it wouldn't affect the book. But I don't know. The more you dig into it, or that I've dug into it and think about it, it stays with you. And
Yeah.
then this is the second war novel I've read. Things they carried, and I'm in my second read of it now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening to it too, and it's like he says, it's a marvel of storytelling. Book that's taught in classrooms on like how to write and that, how to weave different stories together in
Mm-hmm.
like kind of a collection or cohesive format. Tim O'Brien is a character in the book. You guys, I'm not telling you anything.
I've read it twice.
I've never read it.
Ah, okay. So I am. Yeah, he has a story in it that I like called How to Tell a True War Story. And that has probably I'm not going to say the worst, like most graphic, but the most unusual, unforgettable animal mutilization scene I've ever read.
Yeah.
But the story feels like how do you tell a true war story, basically from the lies in it, and how some people will think a true war story is in reality made up and untrue, and then the true ones are, you can't believe that.
Yeah, well, Alan, he has a very famous adage. I think it comes from that story. And he says there's happening truth and story truth.
Mm-hmm.
Now, happening truth is this happened on such and such a day with these people.
Yeah.
Plain, just what happened. And that's the truth. Now, story truth is not what happened, but sometimes you can actually say what happened more truthfully when you tell it through fiction. That you can bring in a lot of the elements that fiction does well,
Mm-hmm.
and you can express what happened. So that's a happening truth and story truth.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's in that short story, but I read it a while ago.
It is. Yeah, that if not exact, that sentiment exactly. And this is the third war book I'm reading. It's nonfiction, Erik Larson, The Demon of Unrest, and I'm reading this just by myself. So I don't have to, I'm not on any schedule. And it's like the third Larson book I've read. Really like him. I like the Civil War, studying and reading on it. Abraham Lincoln. I got some other books on Lincoln. The Fiery Trial is a great one.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah, and then lastly, before I forget, because it's on my Kindle and Audible, is Peter Watt, Blind Sight, hard sci-fi, meaning like all technical and gears and all the monitoring, and it's got like kind of reading a Pynchon novel. I don't need to know how it all works together. I can just listen to the. But I'm meeting with Licton tomorrow to talk about it. So I've been rereading the ending and beginning and that. It's a really complicated book. I mean, I think I quite a bit went over my head.
Yeah, well, it is what's considered. When I say hard science fiction, it means it's scientifically sound.
Okay.
Peter Watts was an astrophysicist or a quantum theorist or something in that line.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also the concepts that he uses in this book are different. Now, it's not a huge spoiler, but comes from the book. let's say you're out in space traveling and you see an alien spaceship that you've never seen before. All right. I mean, really, first time extraterrestrial, it's like, you're excited. You approach the ship and you want to talk to these aliens. You get out in your spaceship. The other alien gets out of the spaceship and you're going to have this great meeting.
Right.
The other alien communicates through microwaves, brain to brain. So what happens when this alien says, "Hi, it's great to meet you," to your astronaut in the space helmet?
Right.
Head explodes, or so it gets cooked, right? So then the humans say, "These are hostile aliens," and you start attacking. And the aliens say, "Wait a second, they're hostile. They're attacking us." When really they just both wanted to say hi, hello, let's meet.
Yeah, it's just a miscommunication. I think that happens a lot in our world.
Yeah, I blame it on
and one of the
TikTok.
characters in that book is a vampire.
Yeah,
The what?
A vampire.
a real
Really?
vampire. Because it was a strain of human that stuck around. It only takes place 100 years into the future of my graduation of high school. So it takes place in 2082.
Wow.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's not too far off,
Yeah.
but it seems like a long way away. I mean, they're in different universes, and there's really only like 4 or 5 main characters, and they've all been like genetically like modified with their brains and that, so they can do tasks like translate things. And that one woman has 4 different like personalities, but that are like etched in her brain or something. It's kind of complicated to me.
No, just go through it. I mean, Alan, first time reading that kind of science fiction is going to be a little mind warping.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right.
That's what I've been reading.
All right, let me say hi to the people in the chat room.
Hi.
Hello, Constance. Have we said hi to Constance yet, or is your first? I don't remember.
I don't
Reading
think so.
Severance by Ling Ma. Love her writing. Nikki's here. My Missy
Nikki.
Bookshelf.
Hello.
Nikki's going to be a guest, right? We signed her up for June.
Yes, I've got it written down.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll look forward to that.
Yeah, Greg says I never let the facts get in.
Yeah,
good story.
Good story.
All right, I'm not wearing my glasses. I can't quite. Kim something. Sorry.
Inspired life.
Kim Inspired. I'm sorry, I'm not wearing my reading glasses, and maybe I
Hey,
should
Kim.
pull up my laptop a bit closer.
I love Kelly.
Yep. Okay.
Although I got a funny little thing I'll show you about California.
All right. For me, I've been laser focused on horror mayhem. Well, not totally, but. And this week I read one of my favorite Stephen King works. I reread. That was The Mist.
Ooh, nice.
It was a buddy read with Bad as Rad. And we're talking about it. And there's an interesting section of the story. I won't give a huge spoiler, but let's just say the Maine is being taken over by monsters in a mist. And you walk out in the mist, you're going to get eaten.
Yeah.
Right. You know the bait. So at one point, one of the main characters is trying to get back to his wife, who's trapped in by the lake. And the road has a log over it, fallen in a storm. Now he can't drive over the log. And if he tries to walk to his cabin, he's going to get eaten by something in the mist.
Right.
But he doesn't know if his wife is alive or dead at his house.
Oh.
What do you do? If you were in that situation, your husband was there with Watson. Would you get out and try to make it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Even if you're going to get eaten.
1,000%. I would give it everything I had. Yeah. I go fighting. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Greg? Apparently not.
I think I'd be more pragmatic. I mean, really, you're not going to win against these things. You know that.
You don't know. You
There's
don't know.
always a wee chance.
But you
There's
don't know.
there's always all monsters have some type of a weakness. You just have to find it.
Some type of Achilles heel.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
too many movies, too many fiction. Who knows? That was a question. It's
I
interesting.
definitely tried to go with the log first.
Oh yeah, I definitely
What
tried
kind
to
of
find
car is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's my little thing about California. You get
Welcome
it?
to California.
It's Oregon.
It's the shape of Oregon. I've had this for about 5 years or more.
Funny, I like it.
Yeah.
Mm. You know what else I read this week? Highly recommend for anyone that really doesn't want to read horror or wants to tiptoe into it, The Yellow Wallpaper.
That's
And-
a great short story.
And let me tell you, so I have Spotify. Spotify allows certain amount of hours per month for audiobooks. It's 40 minutes and it's so good. I don't
It
know
is
when,
fantastic.
yeah, I don't know when the production was done. I want to say definitely in the 2000s, but I don't know when. But it was brilliant. I enjoyed it so much. And it just has that right amount of creepy in it. Just fabulous.
Yeah,
Yep.
I remember. I think I've read it. If you told me like the storyline, I'd know if I read it or not. I might be
She's basically trapped in her attic, and she starts to. I think her husband traps her for hysteria or whatever.
He's just had a child, if I remember.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Oh, I don't think I've read that.
it's also an
Sounds
early
good.
example of postpartum depression.
Yes.
And there's a question: is it a horror story, or is it just actually going through very real psychological problems that women can go through?
Yeah. It's a horror story in my book, and it's in the horror anthology. So yeah, it's a horror story.
Okay.
Yes.
So their
All of-
interpretation is that there's something in the yellow wallpaper.
Yeah, she sees the wallpaper doing different things, and then the ending of it is just chef's kiss, and I won't say about the ending, but it's really good.
Yep. All right. And then I went down for horror a little bit of a rabbit hole. Because one of my projects is also to read a lot of stories and books across the decades.
Yeah.
And I'm looking across what I haven't read. And in 1819, there's a very famous vampire story.
Which one?
Called The Vampire by John Polidori.
Hmm.
And you all of a sudden bells are going to go off. He was on a weekend trip in Geneva the year after there was an eruption in 1815. There was a group of people with him: Lord Byron, Pierce Shelley, Mary Godwin,
Mhm.
and they all started telling ghost stories to each other.
Yes.
And from that came from Mary Godwin, who eventually married Pierce Shelley, Frankenstein.
Hmm.
But John Polidori wrote this short story called The Vampire.
Nice. Is it
And,
VMPYR?
What I believe he spells it with the Y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least in the title, but in the text it was I.
Mhm.
That could be some modern editor correcting things. Who knows? But he had heard legends and myths about vampires, and he just did away with that. He made his vampire
You know what?
an elegant British gentleman.
Oh, sexy.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, it's not a Dracula vampire. Just get that out of your brain. I mean,
Yeah.
it's still a bloodsucker, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, he just created this whole new image of a vampire, which basically Bram Stoker says, I'll borrow from that.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
the one problem with that story is the style it was written in.
What was
So-
this?
Some of the older works can be, how do we say, obtuse or dense,
Mhm.
and he just goes overboard with. You're reading
Uh-huh.
that sentence like, okay, that sentence means what? Sentence this. I got to read that sentence twice to understand.
Mhm.
Now, like Mary Shelley, you don't have to read her sentences twice.
No.
You just get it.
My
John
God.
Polidori, yeah, he was not the writer Mary Shelley was.
So Mary Shelley was a better writer.
Mary Shelley was a better writer.
At what, 18?
At 19, I think.
19. Yeah.
He might have been 18 when she came, but still
Yeah.
amazing.
Right.
But then I said, let's go into other vampire stories. So I read Carmilla by
Carmilla's so good.
by
So good.
L. Sheridan Le Fanu.
Yes.
The
Irishman.
lesbian vampire story.
Wonderful. Before Dracula came out,
Before
right?
Dracula.
Yeah.
He's an Irishman too.
He was.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And again, his vampire is not quite in tune with what we consider vampire, but it's a little more getting to where Bram Stoker's vampire is.
Yeah. Carmilla gives me like the Vampire Lestat vibes a little bit.
Okay.
You know, a little bit of that rich history, just a different vibe.
Yep. And then I picked up another, what I thought was going to be a vampire story. It was called Dracula's Guest by Bram Stoker, Dracula's Guest. It is apparently an extract from Dracula, a chapter that he wrote for the book.
Oh.
And then he says, never
made it into the book?
This is a chapter I can get rid of.
Oh, okay.
And I read it, and I did not really see how that chapter could fit into Dracula. Now there is it's called Dracula's Guest, so there is a mention of Dracula, but it's like, it was just a story that did not gel well with my memory. Did not do much. So I think Bram Stoker was probably right to take it out of the novel.
Good.
And probably not to do, say bad things, but he probably could have left it on the shelf of writings that just did not work that well. Because I presume there's lots of extracts from Dracula that did not work with all those
epistolary
the forms.
Yeah, the epistolary
that just did not make it to the final draft.
Yeah, I get that.
And then I started picking up this collection of short stories.
Ooh.
It's called The Rack.
Yeah.
Stories inspired by vintage horror paperbacks.
Love that.
And this is a direct result of this book.
Yeah. So good.
It is. And so I've only read one story from here. I'm not going to read it straight through. I'm just going to read a short story here and there, and eventually I'll get to the end someday. But the first short story was actually about horror novels.
Oh, nice.
About a woman who inherited a lot of the cheap horror. It was about her mother. Her mother loved the cheap horror paperbacks.
We all do.
Buy everything on eBay that she could.
Yeah.
Old paperbacks. And the daughter is asking, well, why are you doing this?
Because it's fun.
And the woman says, I'm looking for the scariest novel ever written.
Ooh.
Because she says her husband was actually an editor for one of these paperback houses.
And
she says he rejected the scariest novel that was ever written.
Wow.
But it eventually got published somewhere else. And now she's is on a quest. Her mother has passed away, and she's going through her estate. Her mother was looking for this book. And all she said is her husband stole the final page of the original novel submitted, and it was all black. And she says, if you run a candle behind it, you can read the words.
No.
And all the page that he had was called The End. And apparently it's a book that's so scary that when you read it, you're going to die.
Oh, wow.
So
makes me want to read it more.
That the rest of these short stories are going to somehow involve horror paperbacks or horror.
Yeah.
Because, that's what it says, The Rack.
Right. Love that.
Yeah.
I miss racks like that.
I think the scariest novel I've ever read still is got to be The Exorcist.
Okay.
The novel really affected me. I remember comparing it to the movie and how, of course, things in the book aren't in the movie, and stuff with her walking on her with her belly in the air and her hands
Grab
and feet.
walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wigged me out. Yeah, all that. And her toes curling. I get like feet cramps sometimes, and when that happens, I think that the devil's coming third.
Oh, don't say that.
Well,
All right. Let's check out some comments.
oh, another book that I always leave out too. I'm in that Meanie and May, that
Yep.
Prayer for Owen Meany, and enjoying that to reread. I love John Irving.
I'm on the last chapter of that book.
Oh yeah,
It really is a fabulous novel. I mean, I think it's one of the great 20th century novels. And I mean, now that I'm at the end, you're wondering some of these scenes, which were kind of funny, but you don't know why they were in the book. Oh, now you get into the last chapter. He's bringing everything together.
Mm.
And it's not a spoiler, but one character is acting awkward in this one situation. And you're led to believe the character is doing it for a reason X. And then it explains, well, there's this situation Y that you did not know about. So all of a sudden you want to go and revisit what that character was doing in a previous chapter.
all right.
Really, really well done.
Yeah, I'll look for that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're following the reading schedule, Alan, you're not there yet. I mean, John Irving's taking his time with Owen Meany to build it up.
Yeah,
Lots of imagery and symbol. I can't get my words out tonight. Symbolism.
Yeah, I'm kind of keeping up with the schedule and not going ahead.
Well, I have to go ahead.
Right. Everything still going for plan.
Well, Ireland still has jet fuel and they're still letting planes come and go. So
Awesome.
Yeah,
We just got our passports renewed. And how about this? So I did all the paperwork online last Saturday. We got them yesterday.
wow.
not
Yeah.
bad.
That's
Wait
what
a
I
second.
said.
Wait a second. What's the image on your passport?
He's not on it.
What?
He's not on it.
He's not on there.
No, thank God.
God, man.
I would be so livid. I mean, could you just see someone in a foreign country look at your passport and just laughing at you?
Yeah.
Okay, not even North Korea does that.
No. No.
All right, let's get away from that idiot.
Yeah.
So, Nikki's, I'm reading The Stand currently. My first Stephen King. The Mist is my next one. MJ's gonna fight monsters.
I'm a tough B.
Oh, at the
my
stand.
God.
So
love
good.
Yellow wallpaper is so horrifying to see how they treated women. Sorry, I just thought about it. If you are the TV show superstar, are sure you can get out of the car and just goes hides under the covers. My wife just had a baby and is cooped up in the house with no friends and keeps crying. Can't possibly say what's wrong with her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going back to the yellow wallpaper.
Yep.
Speaking of Mary Shelley, has anyone read The Last Man? I've
Mhm.
never read The Last Man.
No.
No.
Last Man is the world's first apocalyptic novel. Yes.
Ooh. Nice.
Well, you have to tell us, William, is it worth reading or is she a one-hit wonder with Frankenstein?
I mean, she had so much talent for Frankenstein. Like, I read that did I read it last year for Horror Mayhem? I might have. But I mean, there were a couple of times where I'm reading and I had to put the book down and I'm like, oh my God, like this writing is so good.
It really, I mean, from somewhere, she was so young.
Yeah.
No, she lived into her 30s or 40s at least.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not.
I think Frankenstein and The Last Man are only 2 books. Someone might be able to correct me in the comments because I just don't know. Nikki says that's one I'm going to read.
Mhm.
Steve Rose, The Exorcist, and book movie both scared the crap out of me. Scariest ever.
Oh yeah, traumatized as a child.
I mean, the author really hit something when he wrote that book. Just
Oh yeah.
and even I mean, the thing is, the book is written in a way that can still lead you to believe that she was not possessed
Mhm.
and that it was really just this psychosomatic trauma that she was going through.
Mhm.
And I'm glad he wrote it that way, just to give the reader the choice
Yeah.
to make your own interpretations.
Well, when you grow up Roman Catholic for 30 years, your choice has been made for you.
Yeah. And then the movie has a lot of subliminal stuff in it. I saw a movie about like The Exorcist, and it showed all the like scenes where they have skull faces on real briefly and stuff
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah.
Subliminal.
I told you guys the story about Jason Miller coming to my high school when I was like a junior, senior, right?
Was he the priest?
Yeah. So he's from like near where I live, and he would go around, and talk to kids in schools and stuff like that. And it was, I don't even know what it was for. It was kind of like a satanic panic moment. So we had like, the police would come and tell us, ooh, don't mess around with the devil, blah, blah, blah. And then the last day, Jason Miller shows up and tells us all about all these horrible things that happen on the set with like people dying and freak accidents and stuff like that. And he's like, kids, whatever you do, don't screw around with the devil. But he didn't say screw around. He said the F word. And we're all sitting there like blessing ourselves. Like, oh my God. Like he was probably drunk at the time. No offense, but he was an alcoholic. And he scared us.
Probably was. He dropped the F-bomb and like it. High school?
At a Catholic high school.
When was the Satanic Panic again? Late 70s, early 80s?
There was a resurgence in the 80s.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't affect us where I grew up, so.
Yeah.
Well, they remember like with heavy metal and Ozzy and Judas Priest, they were blaming suicides on the songs.
Yeah.
And then what is that? I read stories about Damian Nichols. Is it the Memphis 3 or something, where he was falsely accused in the satanic murder that he didn't do, but he was in prison for like 10 years. Finally got off, and God, I hate stories like that where dumb, usually Southern cops, just totally railroad somebody based on a false confession, and they can't admit they're wrong, so they just they like shove it.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. John Grisham has a book. Can't remember the title, but it's all about like falsely accused and doing time in prison and then getting out. My buddy read it with Renee at Beyond Books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind John Grisham. Like when I think about him, I think of books like The Summit and The Testament. Some others that I really like.
Okay.
I remember are memorable. But anyway, I don't know why I got off talking about John Grisham.
Yeah, I was about to say there is a very great horror novel about Satanism by Clay McLeod Chaplin.
I like him.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember which one it is. I'm looking up his. Yeah, Whisper Down the Lane. Well, let me get back to my and essentially what it is there was a high school and they accused some teachers of being Satanists and indoctrinating children. And then one child comes up and says, they were Satanists. They pointed the finger. They were the Satanists.
Yeah.
And then later in life he kept, oh yeah, I just made that all up. After the people who were accused got killed.
Right.
For being Satanists. Right. So let's say there's more to the story than just that, but it's a really great little horror novel.
Nice.
Yeah, the things we've done in the name of like blaming Satan is quite strange. The witch trials,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
example, when you think about it, and then
Yep.
God, man, crazy over
So D Gross says, I just started Prayer for Owen Meany, 100 pages and loving it. Yeah.
good.
Mary Shelley was 53 when she died.
Still so young.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I mean it was still would have been mid 1800s, but still kind of young. William says The Last Man is a bit of a mixed bag. It's a pioneer in dystopian and sci-fi, but it did not accurately predict the future. And part 1 feels like a completely different book from parts 2 and 3.
Interesting.
Yeah. Seems like Shelley had some other novels and Fortune's Perkin Warbuck. It's not making sense to me from what I can read here. Also wrote some short story collections and travel logs.
Old Mary
She also
Shelley.
did some biographies of European authors. The Memphis Three.
Yeah,
I
that's
think that's what Alan was referring.
Damien.
Such a crazy true crime story.
Yeah, I read up on that years ago. Me and a friend, and there's a documentary on it too. The Memphis Three.
Last Man has many stand-in characters for people in Shelley's life. Oh, Brian has to go. Bye, Brian.
Brian.
Thanks
Goldman
for-
says, sorry, those were titles of the other books. Okay.
Mary
All
Shelley.
right.
Nice.
End of the comments. So what else are people up to?
Let me ask, what is your take on the Audible bookstore opening up in New York City? Did you research it at all? Did you see the news article?
I saw it. I think it's great. No, as I understand, it's a limited time bookstore opening, isn't it?
I think so. I think they're testing the waters.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, thing is that so many people are now listening to audiobooks.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of makes sense, sort of like you say, you got a crack dealer at the corner saying, first smoke's free. So they get people into the Audible bookstore.
Right.
And then you put on audiobooks and you'll subscribe to their.
It's the same business model.
Yeah. Did you see the setup of the store? I saw a picture of the interior.
No.
So it's almost like I don't know what you want to say. They almost look like CD. I'm sure they're books, but they almost look like CDs. So they have, perfect squares going all across of all the different book titles. And then in the middle, they have this little stand where you go and you put headphones on and you get to listen to a sample of the book.
I think it's a great idea. If it brings people into audiobooks,
Yeah.
Did you not like it, or?
Do you think it gimmicky or?
I just don't know if a brick and mortar is the way to go for an audiobook. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, we used to buy CDs, music at stores.
Yeah, that was more of an experience because you still had vinyl there too. Maybe if they had like a nice coffee shop adjacent to it, maybe that would be cool.
I don't know.
Or if they had, author events, that would be cool. Or listening parties, that would be cool.
yeah,
That
good
would be
idea.
cool. I mean,
Yeah, but I will say when I first saw the article, my eyes did a little, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
the thing is, like, real estate prices in New York City, are kind of you got to have that storefront.
Well, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
It
He's got
reminds me of when I was in like college in the 80s. So, before technology, but there was a station you could go to and listen to albums on headphones. If you had like half hour to kill, between classes, and I remember listening to albums like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that does sound like kind of gimmicky, but it does capture your attention. So yeah, it's a weird way to draw business to Audible, but
Mm-hmm.
you've got
Well-
the money to try it. Yeah.
You know, because right now there's still a bit of resurgence on people saying, let's have physical books, only read physical books. You know, and
Yeah, especially with
maybe that's-
all of the moves that Kindle's been making with the,
Mhm.
you know.
well, I know. Hold on, Chief, 1 second. See, my take was a little bit different
Mhm.
on the Kindle thing. You know, part of it is, you know, I come from a computer programming background.
Mhm.
And I had to understand is that Amazon had to support those older Kindles, which
Yeah.
are running older operating systems. I mean, it's just not the same under the hood as it was.
Right.
And it'd be a lot like when you buy your MacBook or your Mac software. If you bought Mac software 20 years ago, it's not going to work on your new Mac.
Hmm.
It's like we don't support that anymore.
Yeah.
So I kind of understand where Amazon's going. It's like we just have to stop supporting this sooner or later.
The thing that hurts is all of, you know, our viewers out there that
Mhm.
have the Kindle keyboards and they say, I still use it today and it runs fantastic. And now I'm not going to be able to use my device. That's what breaks my heart.
It does, but what would happen if you had a MacBook from back then? You say, why can't I buy new software?
Right. I
None
get
of
it.
new software run on it.
Mhm.
What is
I mean,
about
I-
this place?
well, the thing is, Amazon does not roll out its changes very well.
Oh,
No, they don't. They're not friendly. They don't ease into them. They're just like, boom, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
because it hasn't happened yet. I still can use Libby books,
Well,
ebooks.
Alan, what year is the Kindle I sent you?
I don't know. I've got two of them. Did you?
I
It's gonna
sent
be
you
this
one,
one?
and I sent you that one.
Okay.
That's at least 10 or 12 years old.
Yeah, that would tell you in the back under settings, right?
Yeah, in the settings, it'll tell you what you have.
Mm-hmm. While he's
So-
looking that up, how do you like your Kobo?
Hold on.
Every-
Okay, here's my Kobo.
Mm-hmm.
I did put up a review side by side. I
Yeah.
had a technical mistake in my video.
Oh.
Because everyone was saying on your Kobo, let's get this right. On the left side, you just swipe up and down for brightness.
Yes.
And I said, well, it doesn't have natural warmth. The way you do on your Kindle, if you do the same thing, if you do the swipe, let me get this right. You gotta turn it on. You hold on. You get that little icon, you have
Yeah.
warmth or brightness.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, oh, Kobo doesn't have the warmth. It does, but it just
does.
it does, but you access it in a different spot.
Yes.
So I took my video down because I had a technical error. I can't leave it up with a technical error in it, and
Right.
I'm going to try to fix it, but I'm going to have to say that it did not wow me.
Really? Well,
Everyone's saying it's so much better than Kindle.
You don't
It's better than
annotate
Kindle.
either,
Switch.
right? You don't annotate, right?
No.
So that's, you know, that really is like the meat and potatoes of the Kobo for me. The Kobo Kindle or
Right.
the Kobo Color is just having the ability to draw right over the words and, you know, write whatever you want and annotate and do all the notes and all that. That's where it's at for me. And I always tell people, they're like, oh, I don't want to have a Kindle. Da, da, da. I said, if you want to spend the money and get, you know, the Kobo Color Libra, go for it. But if you don't annotate, get a Kindle. Or get the lesser model of Kobo, not the color version.
Right. I was kind of holding out for a 7-inch Kobo black and white.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of go, when they're going to release this? When they're going to release this? And I
I wish-
eventually asked ChatGPT, said, when they're going to release it? Any rumors?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, ChatGPT is not 100% accurate, but it came back and says, I don't think they're ever going to release a 7-inch black and white for Kobo.
Yeah.
They're all in on color.
Yeah, I think they would do a color before they do a black and white.
And so I got it. And I mean, I will still use my Kobo now and then, but
Mhm.
I mean, it just failed to wow me after
Right.
so many people were praising it to the sky like it's the holy grail of e-readers.
But it is if you annotate. It is if you annotate. Because when you're on the Scribe, and the Scribe, you know how much the Scribe is. It's hella
Oh no,
expensive.
yeah, I know.
And
How
you
much is it? I don't know.
the Scribe is like $679.
Whoa,
The color.
That's like half a mortgage payment, you know?
it's a
And-
guitar.
Right. And you cannot, you can make a note. You can make a note over the word, but then it turns into a box.
Right.
And you can't. And I'm like, why does Kobo have that capability and Kindle doesn't?
You know why I think?
What?
I think Kobo copyrighted the technology.
And man, are they smart for doing that? Are they smart for doing that?
Because
know,
what would happen is they copyright the technology,
Mhm.
and then they would sell it to other manufacturers. And if you want to use the right on top, you can do it for whatever amount per device.
Right.
And Amazon is just not going to play that.
No. They don't wanna-
Amazon does not play that game.
yeah, they don't want to pay to play.
No.
Homie, don't play that.
Yeah. And I mean, the Scribe has gotten better, you know, with the capabilities and the options and stuff like that. But that's the one missing piece is that you're not able to do that.
Well, that's what I said in my video is that it annotated. I said I had from reliable sources that it's excellent for annotation,
Wonderful.
but I don't annotate. I
Yeah.
mean, why would I spend $60 for a pen to do something that I never do?
Does it come with the pen anymore or no?
No,
You have to buy the pen separately? I don't remember.
no.
Mine'll be 2 years old this month.
Oh,
And I don't know. The one of the things is I bought this Kindle, not Kobo case from Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
and it annoys me because when you close it like
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
you're accidentally hitting the page turn button.
No. Horrible.
Now I can't blame Kobo because I did not buy a Kobo case,
Right.
but it's annoying because I said, "Oh, I'm on chapter 3." I said, "Wait a second, I'm in the middle of a chapter
it's
right
very
now."
annoying.
And I got to go up and down until I find
That-
it.
That is terrible.
It's terrible because I bought the cheap. I mean, I bought a $10 case instead of Kobo. What are the Kobo cases like? $40, $50?
They're expensive. They're
Are
expensive.
expensive, but they make it so you don't accidentally turn the page turns.
Yeah.
That's another reason why you don't like it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, and also that Kobo does not hyphenate as well as the Kindle. So when you're reading on a Kobo, you will see large spaces between words,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
where the Kindle will hyphenate.
and I
And
thought
now the thing is, the Kobo has hyphenated in some sections,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't understand its internal logic, but it seems that it's very resistant to hyphenation.
I thought the whole
And so
thing
you
about
get
the
a little bit of a more computery feel
Yeah.
when
I
you're on the Kobo than you are with the Kindle. Is usually nearly flawless
Right.
when it starts displaying the text,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one of the real strengths of the Kindle.
Yeah. I agree.
wasn't the Kobo for color? Wasn't that the new thing? You could read like graphic novels with it.
Yeah. It came out 2 years ago in color. And that was like the big groundbreaking. I think that they were the first like color device that wasn't a Books or one of those other Big Me's or whatever. It was Kobo. Kobo has like a loyal fan base. You know, people in Canada love their Kobos, and it would the ability to write over text is
See,
what.
I'm going like, why? But then again, it's just like that's. But no. One of the other things that's good about Kobo, if you're in Canada or the UK,
Yeah.
is you can take out books from the library.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, Amazon is not licensing
Mm-hmm.
to the libraries in the UK and Canada.
Right.
Because you got to go through all these legal hoops to do it.
Right.
And Amazon said, look, we're not going to go pay all these expensive lawyers, just so you can't buy a book from us.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kobo attaches to Overdrive.
Yes, directly.
But here's the thing, what I really don't like about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say that people will always stare you in the eyes. And like, you get to go directly to the library on your Kobo. It's just built in on your device. When I attach for my Kindle, I go through my Libby app on my phone.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say the app does a much better job being able to browse through libraries. And you can have multiple libraries on your Libby app.
Yes. Yeah, that's the one downfall, is that you have to have a really good library on your Kobo, or you're switching back and forth and adding different library cards. Yeah.
Yeah, and that sounds like a pain in the rear, like delete library card, add library card.
Yeah, unless you have the best library in the world, which is the New Orleans Public Library.
Okay.
The New Orleans Public Library is the best library in the world, and they are ending their out-of-state program. I renewed it last year, and they gave a notice, and they said, we are ending our out-of-state program. You're more than welcome to keeping your card, but you need to come in person to renew it. And I'm like,
Oh, road trip.
I'm telling you, when I tell you they had this ebook and this audiobook in stock
Really?
at their library.
Hold on something. I'm going to put this to the test. MJ,
Yeah,
I belong to still belong to in the top 10 libraries in the United States when I lived in Washington, King County.
Okay.
It may be even in the top 3 libraries of the United States.
Oh, yeah.
What are the top 3 libraries?
I don't know, but it's a very good library. But I am going to go on my app and I'm going to look up that book that you just told me about.
Okay. Teenage Girls Can Be Demons.
All right. I'm going to say what libraries that I belong to and who has it.
Mm-hmm. New Orleans was the only one that had it on my
Teenage Girls Can Be Demons?
Yes. By Ray. No. Haley Piper. Huh?
No, teenage. Teenage Girls Can Be Demons. All right. Here we go. I can borrow. They have a read, and it is available from King County. King County has 2 copies available right now.
Nice.
Fairfax County, which is near me, I have to pay for that. No copies. Central Rappahannock Library, that's my current, does not have it.
Mm-hmm.
And Prince William, which is my neighboring county, does not have it.
Mm.
So King County by Haley, they're good.
Nice.
No, I did pay for Fairfax County because they're a little bit better than my current one, even though they're nowhere near as good as King County.
King County, and that's King County where?
Washington State.
Do they like, if I apply, can I get a card for like
No,
50
I lived in King County, or actually,
I know.
County.
Do they have a program?
I know they don't. They don't. Now, what happens is because I lived in Pierce County, and Pierce County is right next to King County, and they said if you live in Pierce County, you're eligible.
Yeah.
For a King County library because the counties next to each other.
Yeah, they do that. They do that. I belong to the county next to us, and they know I don't live there, and they're fine.
They don't care as long as you live next to it. They don't care.
Yeah.
So what happened is I used to belong to Pierce County Library, and then about 2 weeks ago they asked for a verification.
Yeah.
Because I guess every now and then they say re-verify your card.
Yeah.
So I guess they have expiration dates.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, I don't live in Pierce County anymore. I can't verify by card because I don't live there.
Right.
So eventually I'm going to lose access to King County.
Oh,
You should still try and verify because maybe they'll just let you go.
Maybe.
Does everybody out there have their library cards? Make sure if you don't have your library cards, shame on you.
Yeah.
Go support your local libraries.
Yes.
oh yeah. I used to collect library cards.
Because Alan, your Portland library is probably pretty good. I would
yeah, it's
imagine.
very good.
I wonder if they have out of state. See, now I love supporting out of state libraries, but I willingly pay the $50
Well, yes, of
$50
course.
fee because there are some people that don't and just use an address or whatever. Shady stuff happens,
They fake an address.
or they use a real address that nobody lives at or whatever. Yeah, it
I
happens.
guess you could do that. I mean, they're not libraries are not really into policing too much.
No, but I think it ruins it when another library, when they make the decision, we're not going to do out of state library cards anymore. Like
Yeah,
I got
because
burned with Brooklyn. Brooklyn was fantastic. And right around when the pandemic started lifting up, they're like,
hold on.
oh, hi.
Sad.
This is Tibby.
Tibby, the youngest one of the
Yeah, she's
planet.
going to turn 3.
Oh my goodness.
She's not quite 3.
Almost.
Almost. She's our troublesome Torty.
Aw,
Torty cats have attitudes.
I can tell. They have different personalities going on in their fur pattern.
Who's the leader of the cats? Teddy?
What's the pack
Actually-
order?
What?
What's the pack order?
Oddly enough, I think Tibby is the pack leader, sort of.
What?
Now, because you've seen my cat, my 3-legged cat named Pip. He's my orange cat. He used to pick on Tibby.
Oh,
He'd chase her and pin her down and bite her neck. I mean, not really serious, but
Yeah.
she'd squeal and complain. And then she started getting on top of him and chasing him and just fighting back.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, Pip has been losing fur.
Oh.
He's excessively licking himself.
Hmm.
And we took him to the vet, and they says it's stress.
Yeah.
And he says, what can bring on stress? And the vet says, with a cat, lots of things. And he said, what about losing pecking order? He says, oh, yeah, that could definitely bring on
Yeah.
stress.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Do you guys want to see a photo of Watson?
sure.
Not the real Watson?
Yeah, my Watson.
No, I thought
So
the real Watson was in your room.
he's actually in his bed now. He's sleeping. So in April, we took him to the beach for the first time.
Oh,
And it was off season, so there was nobody around, and dogs are allowed on the beach. And he had the best time. So for Mother's Day, he got me one of those, picture canvases, and it's my favorite picture of when he was at the beach. And I hope you could see it.
yeah.
Look how
Oh,
happy
he looks
he
like
is.
Oh,
having
yeah.
a good time.
He's
Yeah,
having
Ears are up. Yeah.
like you can't be in a bad mood and look at that picture and not get a little uplift. He was so joyful every single time we would take him to the beach. We have like a 30-foot lead, and he would just go, and he would kind of like run up to the ocean, and then he'd run back. But he just had such a good time. Like,
Did you go swimming?
no. He was very very hesitant with the waves coming in, but he just loved running, across with the shore. Loved it.
But he's not a water dog. He doesn't jump in the water.
He doesn't even like to go outside when it's raining.
Oh,
He doesn't like to get his paws wet. He's
Oh, he's a chicken dog.
that dog.
So, Kim, I would like to visit an audio bookstore and hear voices of different readers. Good excuse to go to New Orleans. Such an amazing place.
I tried to convince my husband. I said, listen, we haven't been in New Orleans since like right after Katrina. I said, maybe we can go. And he's like, why do you want to go? I said, I got to get my library card renewed.
I haven't been to New Orleans since before Katrina. So
It's so like it's different, but it's still so good. It's so rich in history and cholesterol.
don't tell me about cholesterol. That my doctor put me on cholesterol medication,
Statin.
But apparently once you hit my age, it's kind of.
Yep, I'm on one too.
Yeah, I'm fighting mine. He wanted to put me on, and I said, "Give me 6 months."
Well, the first time it was over, I said to the doctor, let's not do it now. He says, okay, wait a year, still bad. It's like, I had my shot.
Yeah.
I mean, no fried food and.
Mine's just a tad bit bad.
No, mine wasn't bad. I mean, it was like
losing weight,
10,
so that's good. My
14,
doctor's
something like
glad
that.
about that. I haven't been this skinny since high school.
Yeah, you are skinny.
Yeah, 170. But I know why that is. I got a new grill for one, and I stopped eating bread. I just sandwiches too much, unless it's a Reuben.
There you go.
Or a hamburger. I mean, that has bread too. Cheeseburger.
So Nikki says, thank you for sharing. Good to know. I've been trying to use my Kindle more and consider Kobo, but I mainly use my Kindle for Libby. Well, so if you're in the United States, I think actually Kindle really does better with libraries than Kobo. I mean, it's not on your device, but
right.
I mean, the thing is, who isn't around their phone half the day or longer?
Right. Remember that a couple weeks from now.
When I'm in,
I'll be certain. Remember that comment a couple weeks from now. I'm gonna be hitting you guys up for something pretty soon.
Okay.
I can't talk about it yet.
All right.
Okay. Anticipation.
Now, it depends on what kind of turnaround, because I'm flying to Ireland on the 21st.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm fine. All right.
You're fine. I'll see you
back to June 2nd or something like that.
Cool. You're gonna have such a good time.
I am.
That's Brighton from Oklahoma. Hey, Brighton.
Right.
Hey. Brooklyn was great, and I'm no longer a New York resident. So, wow.
Yeah. They sent the email and they're like, we're no longer supporting out-of-state cards. And I'm like, oh, what?
Yeah, you've lost Brooklyn and you've lost New Orleans.
Not yet. I still have New Orleans. I still
New
have
Orleans for another year. How long is it good for?
I'm gonna say like September, maybe October.
Right.
Yeah, the clock's ticking. But 9 times out of 10, when I'm looking for a library book and I need it, New Orleans has it.
I wish King County had it. I'd pay.
Yeah.
I mean, because they are just so good.
Yeah.
At having titles at King County.
Here's the thing. It's like, I get why a lot of libraries don't want to do it, because if out-of-state people are taking out the loans and the local residents can't. But I mean, if I'm paying, $50 a year times, 20 other people that are paying, that's money that's going straight to the library.
It is, but you have to remember that when you take out a Kindle book, there is a number of times they can loan that book out.
Oh, they're restricted.
Like it's like a book. Like books, hardback books will last 100 reads or something like that, somewhere around there. And so when you buy a Kindle book, the library says, "Look, you've got to put a limit on your checkouts, because they consider like wear and tear."
Right.
Physical book. Like eventually, you would replace a physical book after a certain number of loans. So let's just say it's 100. Just pick it out.
Mm-hmm.
And you have 50 people local and 25 out of state or whatever. No, that's not 100. It's like be 50, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually taking a spot from the local people.
Right.
Check out that book.
Right. But we're also paying.
not the full price. I mean,
right. I get it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's nice, but
we should have like one nationwide library that's just
I think so. That carries everything.
Everything. Let's do it.
I always liked college libraries because they had different different things, and after you graduate, they hit you up. You have to pay to use it, but while you're going, it's college library is I don't know, great for research and all that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Good for Joycey and things.
Well, Leslie's cat was over grooming during the pandemic.
Oh.
Animals know.
Dogs love beaches. It's a great photo, MJ.
Thank you.
Do you live near the sorry? Do you live near the beach, MJ, or is that a long drive?
Not as close as you, Gareth. Not as close as you.
Yeah, Portsmouth.
He's
can walk
like on
to
the
it.
shore, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I love the ocean. By the
I
car,
would drink my coffee by the ocean every single morning.
I'm less than an hour drive away from Cannon Beach, and I don't have a car. And there used to be a bus called the Wave, and it'd take you to Tillamook, and then from Tillamook you could take buses to all these beach towns. I used to do that. It was fun,
Nice.
like a weekend trip.
So, people talking to each other. Cute cat. Thank you. People talking. I think these comments are just people talking back to each other.
Yep.
Okay. Brian says it is Brian. The some of the Okido is Brian.
Brighton.
What?
Brighton.
Brighton, not Brian. Okay, Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton. He's from Oklahoma. Yeah.
Ireland. I know it's
It's gonna be so good.
less than 2 weeks.
Fun.
Aaron go bra.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do your form? Did you do your form because you're going to the UK?
Yes,
all
I
the
got
time?
my visa approved.
Okay, because that's a change.
It is. I'm told that it's attached to your passport now, so
Okay.
you just submit it, and whoever does their passport in Ireland is going to look it up and say, "Okay, you're good."
Good. I was sad when I went to England and like they don't stamp. They didn't stamp your passport.
Really?
And I'm like, I want that stamp. Yeah, it's all facial recognition stuff.
Oh,
They take your picture. Yeah.
not old school, huh?
Yeah.
You know, I have to admit, I don't have a passport, but yeah, I let mine expire a few decades ago. No, it was, in fact, I lost it. I had a backpack that was stolen, and I think I canceled it or some shit. I don't know, but I don't even have the real ID to fly domestically.
Yep, you need that to fly now.
Yep.
No, I think you can get away without it, but you have to pay money.
Exactly,
$40
yeah.
and then extra time with security at the airport.
Exactly. You might as well pay the 40 and get it done.
I did.
Yeah.
I didn't want to stand in all the lines. I'll just wait till like I have to fly.
It was funny when I got my real ID done last year, the year before on my birthday is when I got my driver's license done. So because of the timing of everything, I don't have to get my driver's license renewed for like 8 years.
Arizona used to have it,
I'm like, oh my God.
Arizona used to have it like 2035 and that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, the problem with renewing licenses is that you really do need a vision test every 4 to 5 years.
4 to 5. I get mine every year. 4 to 5, I'd be blind.
I have never been required to wear glasses for my driver's license.
Oh.
Now, sooner or later, one of these years, it's gonna hit me. You're getting to that age where you need driving glasses, and I have a story. My mother-in-law was at the point where she could not pass the vision test,
Right.
but she didn't want to go out and get glasses.
Oh.
So she lived in a small town at the time, the DMV, and they just had an eye chart behind them. She sat down and listened to people that
She cheated.
she cheated. And then when she moved, that was in New York State. And then when she went to Washington State,
Mhm.
it was all, like look into the
The machine, yeah.
machine.
Yeah.
And she says, honey, I forgot my glasses at home. I have to go back and get them. And when you have a little old lady getting ready to cry, you just say, no, dear, you don't have to go back to get them.
Right.
Which is, I think, a fireable offense because she couldn't pass the test.
Right. She's manipulating.
She's manipulating.
Mm-hmm.
And she did eventually get into an accident.
Oh, boy.
Now, she claims it was not her fault. And the insurance company sort of agreed with her.
Mm-hmm.
But my guess is, would a person with full vision have been able to see this other car coming?
Right.
Sometimes you see a car coming and I got to stop here
Mm-hmm.
not to be hit, even
Yeah.
though he's the one that hit her. A careful driver could have seen it coming.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive driver, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't miss driving except for like going to the beach and be able. I'd go to Seattle, for a day, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
So here's Julie says, if there was one nationwide library, it'd be too easy to ban books nationwide.
It would be controlled by people like us.
It would be. And my thing, if we ever get control of the House, the Senate, the president, is have a nationwide ban on book bans.
Yeah.
Minnesota did it. You
So,
cannot ban a book.
Yeah. Enough.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it, but
that's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of these books that people say are bad, like one of the worst ones is a book called Gender Queer.
Yeah, that's number 3 this year.
That's number 3. And I remember I did a video a couple years ago, and someone says, "Have you read Gender Queer? It is so vile and disgusting."
I remember you telling me. Yeah.
And so I got Gender Queer from the library. Said, okay, I want to see what's vile and disgusting. And I'm going like, I mean, honestly, I thought it was kind of tame.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some pictures of let's just say what happens to women in biology every month.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, and like, okay, you want to suppress that? You want to suppress someone's an expression of this is what they feel and how they want to present themselves to the world.
Right.
I mean, you don't have to agree with it, but then again, I'm sort of on the left side of. But I said, like, I just don't see the disgustingness.
And you know what's crazy is that every year when the American Library Association comes out with a new list, you see the trends, you see how it relates to like what's going on in the news, what the topics are, what the hot subjects are. So this year's number 1 book, I can't think the name of it. I want to say it's C or something like that, but it's about a little girl that was the victim of sex trafficking. That's the number 1 book. Number 1 book. The Epstein files are still a hot topic. Is that why they want it banned? Like, I don't know.
I know. Well, I'll go, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say number 2, back up at number 2 is Perks of Being a Wallflower. Number 2.
I know you love that one.
And that is this month's banned book over on Fable. That was the book that we're doing this month.
Yeah, I kind of dropped
my
out
third
of
reading of it. The what?
I had too many social apps. I dropped out of Fable.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
But I'm actually making notes for a video that I'm going to make about 5 books that maybe you should actually ban.
Ah, that's funny.
I think it's going to be kind of a flipsy type of
video.
Well, let me just, actually, I'm going to mention 5, and I'm going to give you the sneak preview. 4 out of the 5, I don't think really should be banned. The 5th one, I'm going to say maybe. Now, one of the big ones is like Mein Kampf.
Right.
I was gonna say that one. Yep.
Now that's one I don't think should be banned. I mean, you really should not ban it, but I
Uh-huh.
understand why people really would.
Right.
And what brought another one is the novel of the Turner Diaries.
Okay.
I don't know if you know that one.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
It basically is a white supremacist
Oh,
pro novel. And what brought this to my attention is that there was a book called The Camp of Saints by a French author that was all about how bad immigrants are and how immigrants are going to destroy Europe.
Uh-huh.
It was written in the 70s. It is theoretically Stephen Miller's favorite book of all time.
I'm not
wow.
shocked.
What?
I'm not shocked.
And someone had republished it.
Mm.
And Amazon banned it. It says
Oh.
this is a hate story. We don't publish hate stories.
Mhm.
And eventually Amazon reissued, said, okay, they go through, okay, it's not a story everyone's going to like, but they have allowed it to be sold on their store now. And I saw a video, someone mentioning that, and this video is just filled with people cheering and happy and go, what about Turner Diaries?
Mhm.
So you
Wow.
know this is a white supremacist publisher.
Yeah.
Or actually, I asked ChatGPT, are they white supremacists? And he says, you know, they sort of lean that way.
Mm.
You know, not enough to say they are, but you know when people are, and they're
Yeah.
pretending not to be.
You should. So, are you staying with ChatGPT? You know, I dumped them. I
You
dumped
did?
them as soon. I dumped them as soon as Anthropic, said no, we're not going to work
What about
for
Nigel?
the what? Well, Nigel carried over to Anthropic,
That's lucky.
so I created the same character over in Anthropic.
Oh, I see. You had to create it.
Because they ChatGPT took the government contract, and I'm like, no. I went with Anthropic because Anthropic basically said,
Okay, is it as good?
I think it's better.
Really?
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's better. Yeah.
I don't use Chat GPT on purpose. Like I Google stuff, and I don't know what they use, but
Mhm. You know what I use it for every single day?
what?
Astrology.
Oh,
I use it for astrology.
I was going to say
Every single day.
but yeah,
I'm like, tell me what the astrological transits are and what I need to be aware of.
boom, there it is.
Yeah. I mean,
That's cool.
with a grain of salt, because nothing's perfect.
Right, right.
Mhm.
Well, you know what I used ChatGPT for today is I was reading a crime novel set in Harlem.
Mhm.
It was written in 1959, and some of the characters were talking money.
Mhm.
And say, okay, I'll give you $700 now,
Mhm.
and I'm going to get you $10,000 in 2 days. And I said, okay, what was that really worth?
Right. What was the value?
What was the value?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, this is Harlem, New York City. So they're poor people anyway.
Mhm.
And the short and the skinny was $700 would have been between $8,000 and $9,000 equivalent money.
Wow.
So it's significant. I mean, it's not. It's a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Everyone's poor,
Mhm.
and the 10,000 that was part of the crime would have been worth like $110,000.
Wow.
In those days and age, you can buy a house for that.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
it's a significant amount of money in the store.
Yeah.
Me reading it like $700, I'm going like, I pay that in vet bills.
Right.
It's not significant to me, but back in the story,
59, yeah, in Harlem.
Mhm.
very important.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
what Chat AI is
See,
really
I
good.
guess I'm using Chat. Like I would just Google that question,
Mhm.
No. So that's using Chat GPT, I guess.
Yeah. What do you think?
It's hard to boycott.
So let's talk a little bit about AI because that's a hot subject, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what was the name? Oh gosh. So there was a book that came out oh, I can't think of the name of it. It had a dog on the cover, I think, and there were accusations that the author used ChatGPT, and the author said,
No, it's not that.
no, but it's close. The author said, that wasn't me, that was the editor. The editor
Oh.
used ChatGPT. So the author got dragged and basically, like, left on a stake to burn, trying to defend herself, saying that this isn't what you think it is. I wrote every single word. I handed it over to my editor to make edits, and the editor is the one that utilized ChatGPT
Wow.
or AI. And basically, like, think about it as a writer. Like, how do you safeguard yourself from that? How do you come back from that if you're going to be accused of using AI in your writing? Now, I'll tell you what I use AI for: astrology, recipes, equations, like that kind of stuff. I would never use it to write a sentence or anything like that. How would that author come back to, like, write another book and to have people buy it? Like,
Well,
that
just say I'm not using the editor anymore.
right. That book was banned in the UK. The UK said it's not going to get published over here. I want to say it was Hachette, which is Amazon.
So
And they're like, no,
now,
we're not going to.
Is that in the author's contract? Can the author republish that book in another publisher?
Yeah, I don't know. But when I read that, like, I felt so bad because I'm like, my God, what if you spent so many hours, so many days, so many years writing a book? You hand it over, whatever. It's getting ready for publication. It's finally getting out there. There's celebratories. There's all these things going on. And then someone runs it and, AI is detected, whatever. And, like, your entire dream just crumbles.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Well,
Oh my
Over
gosh.
an editor.
Right?
Well, MJ, this is sort of curious. The first week in Horror Mayhem, I bought this book called Hive from Amazon.
Mhm.
Giant bug book, and it was just, there was something about the style that just was super simple.
Mhm.
It's like, and I actually took photos of my scribe, a couple of
Mhm.
different pages, and I uploaded to ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And it says, "Can you detect AI writing in this?"
Yeah.
And now who knows? Maybe ChatGPT was covering from one of his buddies, but
Yeah.
ChatGPT says probably not.
Mhm.
Probably just someone writing very fast for a quick market and just put not a lot of effort into the writing.
Yeah.
So who knows?
It's wild though.
It
When you think about it. I can't think of the name. I can't think of the name of the book. Let me see. Do I have my phone?
I'm gonna.
I'm just-
Well, you're
I'm just
looking
gonna-
at. I'm gonna think. Check some comments.
Yeah.
Yes, I was reading that book from Chester Himes. It was The Crazy Kill.
Ooh.
I mean, Chester Himes is actually a very good author.
Mm-hmm.
And he has like 6 or 7 books in Coffin Ed and Gravedigger Jones. Is there 2 detectives out in Harlem?
Nice.
Gravedigger Jones.
No, I like the audiobooks for these. Now, the first one is A Rage in Harlem. And
Mhm.
it was narrated by Samuel L. Jackson.
Aw, we like him.
And the thing is all of his characters are in Harlem, and they have a way of speaking in Harlem that is not natural to me, a suburban white boy out of Washington, D.C.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson can get the voices down.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yeah.
when you're reading Chester Himes, at least for me, it doesn't come across as rich as when you're hearing an African American who knows the cadence of these voices and can
Mhm.
get into the dialogue, and you can hear the dialogue going back and forth.
Right.
So for me, I mean, because it's essentially not really a dialect novel, but it's there in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Vernacular.
Well, it's not even vernacular. It's
No.
more the cadence of how characters speak.
But is it? Are there like hyphens and like?
I don't know. I was in an audiobook,
Oh, okay.
but they
Yeah, I see what you mean.
but the like some of the word usage from 1959, like they use mother raper.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know if that was just Chester Himes having to get out from
Yeah, sounds like it.
or maybe they did call people mother rapers. And
I've never heard that. But
I don't
that
think
doesn't
so.
mean anything.
Yeah.
I wasn't around in '59
Mm-hmm.
like you guys.
I wasn't around in '59.
I know.
So some townships in the county next to us pulled out their library system because they could get cards and ours for free. They didn't want to pay tax. They didn't want to pay tax. They didn't want to pay taxes. Our county is res now. Only now. Residents only now.
I get it.
Now the problem with that is, at least when I was in Washington State, I had a job in Seattle. And because I had a job in Seattle, I was actually eligible for a Seattle library card.
Hmm.
And that makes sense. You're actually spending a lot of your time in Seattle.
Yeah.
Doing
8 hours of your
business,
day.
bringing money.
Sure.
That would make total sense.
Right.
Of why someone who's not a resident could get a card.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
And I guess that's sort of the theory with neighboring counties, is that if you're like on the county line, you're just crossing over and doing business in that county anyway.
Yeah. Your neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now the thing is, like for me, is like I live in Stafford County, and then there's what's the next county? Prince George's County, and then Fairfax County. Now Fairfax County is really Northern Virginia. This is the very, very dense blue district. Their taxes are more in there, so they have a better library system than us.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not eligible because I live 2 counties over, but I was able to get a card for $50 a year.
There you go. That's money well spent.
And the thing is, for them, it's like they don't do it. They may actually do it for out of state. So, MJ, they didn't have teenage girls can be demons. But if you want to throw some titles in Voxer, I can look them up and see if it's a good substitute for New Orleans.
I have like a litmus test.
All right. Now, they also could be just limited to Virginia. Saying if you reside anywhere in Virginia or live in Virginia, you can get it for $50.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'd have to look that one up.
Right.
He got my real ID a few months ago. Pain in the ass. Leslie said, I really enjoyed Genderqueer. It felt like it was helpful for someone like me who's trying to understand someone else's experience.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
It didn't reside with me, but that doesn't mean it doesn't reside with you or someone else. And absolutely no reason to ban it. Now, again, going back, I have 5 books that I think should be banned. 3. One is the Anarchist Cookbook. That's how to build bombs.
Right.
Which I can sort of understand why that should not be sold.
Yeah.
My thing is, I think there's 2 versions. One was the original one that said how to build bombs. Incorrectly, they said. So if you tried to build a bomb with those instructions, you'd be blowing yourself up.
Right.
I have one that does not include the bomb section. So I think they sort of like, but it's about weapons and drug use and stuff like that.
Right.
Now, the one I can mention, I don't remember, I have to look at my note, is that I really think should be banned is how adults can find children to use sexually. That one should be banned.
Yeah.
Because that's actually committing a crime.
Yeah. That's a crime against humanity.
That is a crime against, and that one I can understand really wanting to ban.
Yeah.
Strange. You know, when you work for at bookstores, you can vouch for this, Greg, that you know, they sold like and everything that's legally publishable, like you know, X-rated stuff. It'd be behind a curtain or something. But I don't remember carrying. We had the anarchist cookbook, but that last one, I don't remember that being
Turner
part of it.
Diaries or Campus Saints.
Greg,
Greg,
did that bookstore that we went to in Philly, did they have those books? Do you remember?
They probably would have carried the anarchist cookbook.
Right. That was a fun.
I don't think they're Turner Diaries or Campus Saints kind of bookstore.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg got me a bookmark from that store.
Mhm.
It had a quote from Baldwin on it,
Yeah.
and they volunteer the workers, I think.
Yeah, it's all volunteer bookstore.
Yeah. And they had fashion too. They had like a thrift area, which was fun.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He read A Rage from Harlem. That's still my favorite of the books I've read by Chester Himes.
Nice.
Cotton Comes to Harlem. That's another one that I read by him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Gareth,
one
aren't you
that I
supposed to be
read.
sleeping?
What?
Gareth, aren't you supposed to be sleeping?
Gareth never sleeps.
I know, but it's
He's
like
me.
stupid o'clock over there.
I like the nightlife.
That was a good vampire movie.
I would like to read Real Cold Killers in the future. Don't know. Yeah, I'm going to eventually get through all of Chester Himes' books because they're worth it.
Nice.
They're good. Has anyone read Vigil by George Saunders' new book? No.
Yes. And
Oh, you
don't compare it to Lincoln in the Bardo. Do not compare it to Lincoln in the Bardo. Just go into it like this with blinders on. It's wonderful.
Now, did you like Lincoln in the Bardo?
I recommend the audiobook too. What?
Did you like Lincoln in the Bardo?
I loved it.
Now, did you read the book or listen to the audiobook?
This was when I was first getting back into like reading. And I remember it was one of those moments where we had a snowstorm happening. I think it was 2009. It was a blizzard. And the book got released and I went to my library and I was the first one to check it out. Cool. And I read that sucker in 72 hours. It was so good. And then
But there's something about the audiobook that's kind of unique. Each one of those little sections has its own unique narrator.
Yes. And I remember there was it was almost like a chorus. They had so many different voices for that audiobook.
It fits the book to a T.
Well, this one, Vigil, is like that. It's like that. Not exactly like it, but it's like it.
Okay.
But it's good.
Now,
I like it.
Would you believe that I DNF'd Lincoln in the Bardo?
I could. I understand not under those all those voices getting
jumbled in my head.
Jumbled.
I still have the book, and maybe if I
give it a chance.
The audio book,
I
like it better.
I'm sure chance. Portland Library has the audiobook. Check it out.
Yeah, it's really. I mean, it's fantastic.
I hope I see a Bardo someday. I like Bardos, and I Lincoln. I like Lincoln. I was talking about Lincoln earlier.
So Nikki says Samuel L. Jackson is a narrator. He is an amazing. Now he also has another audiobook. It's a children's book. It's called Go the Fuck to Sleep.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Love that.
Because what happened was this is a long time ago, but Audible had it for free, and I just downloaded it, and I was listening to it. I didn't get the pictures, but my wife was listening, so she was just busting a gut laughing, listening to this.
So fun.
It was. The book for pedos should land those responses. Yes, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Which I think will be good in the video when I get around to it, is like, these are bad books. Other ones but I don't think they escalate to the point where they should be banned. I mean, yeah, okay, they're not suitable for a high school library. You wouldn't buy them for that, but
Mhm.
like for like a college library, I mean, I'm sorry, a lot of people might want to study Mein Kampf for
Yeah.
degrees, and there's a valid reason to want to read it, and there's not valid reasons to want to read it too. But you take the good with the bad.
Agreed.
Goatman, yeah, for MacGyver, they did that. Missed out on crucial parts of the exploding process.
Uh-huh. Nice.
Stupido clock works for stupido howls. MJ, I did not like Lincoln in the Bardo, says Constance.
Well, that's okay.
It's fine.
And you're probably not going to like Virgil.
What?
I said you may not like Vigil, but you might be. The one thing is that a lot of people were comparing George Saunders' new book to Lincoln in the Bardo because there are similar aspects to it, but you have to take, like, in my opinion, if I'm going to read an author's book, I'm not going to compare it to anything else. I'm going to read the work for what it is, you know, and that's the attitude that you have to have going into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Constance has heard an excerpt of Lincoln in the Bardo performed with music and actors on NPR. That was good, but also a choral performance. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see. I mean, I can envision that. All right.
So that book that I was talking about with the AI, it was called Shy Girl by Mia Ballard, and it was a horror novel, and it said that it was pulled by Hachette in the UK, where it had already sold 1,800 copies. And its planned US release was also canceled after the author was widely accused of using AI to write it. The author denied writing it with AI, but said it was possible an editor she worked with on the self-published version might have used it. She said the scandal ruined her career.
I'm looking at Amazon. Shy Girl is $8 on Kindle, $327.70 in paperback.
Yeah. Because I guess they're not printing them anymore.
Now here's my take just on the information that you gave me. My guess is the author used AI.
You think?
Yes, because the publisher pulled it. If the publisher was using AI to edit it, they would not pull it.
Right.
Unless they don't want people knowing they use AI to edit and they're just covering their asses.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that just my take. Now, a couple of years ago, I did some stories with AI. I gave it a couple scenarios and say, write me a story on this.
Yeah, just to see what you do.
And you know, the first time I did it, I was just typing in the story. I got bored. I didn't put the end of the story in. I just hit submit, and AI created an end for me. Nothing to do with the story.
Yeah.
And the problem is AI does have a certain cadence to its language. And I think that's how you can start recognizing it.
Yeah.
And so that's just my take. I mean, I don't.
It's a valid point for sure. Yeah.
If the publisher pulled it,
right?
There's gotta be. I mean, this is the U.S. publisher that pulled it, not the UK publisher.
It was pulled by Hachette Group in the UK,
but it's not on sale for Amazon today.
Okay.
So it's been pulled from the current.
From both. Yeah.
From both. Now I'm looking at the cover. Now, authors are rarely. I'm not going to say anything about the cover because authors rarely have choices on covers.
Yeah, is that with the dog with the bow on it?
It's a dog with a blue bow, and the dog's crying, and there's a bit of shine in the tears and flowers.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at the cover and I'm saying AI did that cover.
Mm.
Now, again, authors don't pick their own covers, or very rarely get to pick their own covers.
I would.
Well. In theory, is that if you had a book published, got accepted, and you gave it the title, I don't know, Ethel the Aardvark Goes Quantity Surveying.
I want to write a story with that title now.
Well, you'd be plagiarizing John Cleese.
Oh, jeez.
John Cleese did a comedy sketch with a book called Ethel the Aardvark Goes Quantity.
I love
Surveying.
that.
Look it up. It's one of it's Marty Feldman.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
It's one of the best comedy sketches ever.
that's awesome. I love that.
Let's say you submitted it with that title.
Yeah.
And the publisher goes, no, we don't want to call it Ethel the Aardvark Goes Quantity Surveying. We want it Ethel the Aardvark Conquers the World.
Mm,
Guess whose title gets used?
right. Yeah.
Now, if you're a big and famous author, you can fight back.
Yeah.
And you go, I want my quantity surveying title.
Yeah.
But if you're brand new, they're going to go with the one they want.
Oh,
No, they usually consult you, and if it's fine,
yeah.
I'm
I'm
guessing.
going to be a nightmare. If I, when all my stuff starts coming together and if I get a book deal or something like that, I'm going to be a nightmare because I want to be involved in every single step.
Yep. Well, MJ,
Yes.
I have a short story that I'm going to be rereading for Horror Mayhem either this week or next week.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you know what story I'm going to read?
Are you going to read mine?
I'm going to read yours.
I'll give you read you read the story and I'll give you the backstory. There's
What
backstory.
mythology
There
is?
is? Okay.
That's Juan's latest one for his fundraiser.
Fundraiser for
A town.
Native American Indians.
Yeah.
So I've only read a couple of stories in this. I should read more.
They're good.
So for my horror world tour, I guess I got to peg Pennsylvania as my
Oh,
location for that story. I don't know if you mentioned anything in the story because I read it long
No.
ago. Pennsylvania.
Mm.
No.
I don't think I listed it. I don't think it's
I don't
Pennsylvania.
think some authors don't.
Yeah.
And when I'm doing my world tour, if you don't list it, I look at the author bio. For the one I read today, she said she lives in Chicago.
Mm.
I said, well, the story could be set in Chicago. If
It
you
could
don't
be.
say so,
Yeah.
I'm just assuming.
You
it's
didn't
your local.
did you read mine yet or no?
I've read yours.
Okay. So what do you think of Charlie?
I want to reread it.
Okay.
I mean, I read it when Juan first sent it, and that's almost
Okay.
a year ago. So
Okay.
I remember it involves tattoos.
Right. Do you know, do you want me to tell you a secret?
Sure.
Charlie's a female.
Okay.
I don't know if
I
you
was
knew that or
thinking
not.
that for some reason already.
What?
I was thinking that for some reason already. I don't know why.
Charlie's a female.
All right.
I want to read it too.
Yeah. Good
Well,
stuff.
I think it's still for sale.
Yeah, it is.
I think he only saw. I think it's only on sale at Amazon, but I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah. He self-published it.
Mm-hmm. All right, Garrett. I'm
Night,
closing
night.
out.
Night night.
Have a wonderful week, guys. Good night, Gareth. You may be gone. All right. Okay. Well, we've been here almost 2 hours.
Well, let's hit the two hour mark.
Let's hit the 2 hour mark. Okay.
Yeah.
So MJ, what else are you planning to read for Horror Mayhem?
There's a lot. I don't even know where to start.
The Ritual.
The Ritual?
Yeah,
Neville by Adam.
Oh.
Neville.
I'm going to read that in a week or two. It'll be the last thing I read this month.
I want to read the Elementals. The Elementals is a must.
Michael
I've
McDowell.
read that.
Yes. Yes.
We buddy read that last December. Alan and I did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you liked it?
It's not my favorite of the books I've read by Michael McDowell.
Mm-hmm.
I've read Blackwater, Cold Moon over Babylon, and Elementals.
Nice.
The Elementals finishes behind Cold Moon and Blackwater, but it's a
Well,
good.
this
it's
is my
still good.
first one.
What?
This is my first one by him.
Okay, he gets
Mhm.
better.
Good.
Mhm.
Good. How about you guys?
Well, as I said, I'm trying to finish Prayer for Owen Meany before I go to Ireland.
hmm
I'm still going strong on my short story a day for Horror Mayhem.
Are you going
That's
book
hard to
shopping in
tell.
Ireland?
I hope to.
How many books are you going to send back? Are you going to send them back by themselves?
Too
Get a
expensive.
box?
Now, the problem is that we're on a bus tour,
hmm
and they highly recommend just carry-on luggage.
Right.
So I'm not going to have a whole lot of room to bring books in my carry-on luggage and my backpack.
I could tell you a secret.
What?
About 25 years ago, I worked with a woman who went on one of those bus tours through Ireland.
Mhm.
And what she would do is she packed her wardrobe based on things that probably would be going for donation or to the Salvation Army. So as her trip went along, she had less and less clothes
Oh,
and more room to put books and things.
oh.
Yeah.
Less
Mhm.
laundry.
Yeah.
'Cause
And no
I
laundry.
was about to say, you got for 12 nights, I think.
Yeah. So you
That's a
could
lot of-
probably, find a donation center or something along the way and have some more room. Just putting it out there.
Oh, so my jeans with the frayed ends that my wife tells me I should be throwing out.
Uh-huh.
Unless you love them.
I just had to
Buy a
cut
pair of
my,
jeans everywhere.
my
So-
jeans.
So
Leave 'em
what
behind.
you're saying is, take some jeans that if I throw away, I'm not gonna miss them,
Because you have room for books.
and then I can bring some old shirts that,
Yeah.
just give away as dirty laundry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure you pack a nice outfit for dinner with the missus, Make sure you have that. But as the days
Big returns.
she left everything behind. She left bras behind, underwear behind.
Okay.
But I remember, and I'm like, it's brilliant.
That actually just because one of my goals for Horror Mayhem is to get to Ireland, and I want to find a collection of Irish ghost stories or Irish horror stories,
Yeah.
and have that be my focus for my daily reading when I
Mhm.
get to Ireland.
Cool.
Now, of course, I may not find that book in Ireland. I may not find it, so
Yeah, you might though.
I might. So I got my Kindle with more horror stories that I could read in a year.
hmm Yeah, but that's a great idea. Tell the missus too. She wants to update her wardrobe.
Okay, I will.
Cool.
All right, we're at 2 hours and 2 minutes. My voice, I usually quit in an hour and a half, but
I know you do. I'm surprised.
Well, we're just rolling along tonight. Why quit?
We're chatty.
We are. All right, MJ. Thank you so much
Oh, thanks for having me, guys. I
for
appreciate
showing
it.
up and filling in. We appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
And you may be getting something in the mail from Ireland when you get there.
Tomorrow.
Woo!
See what I can send in the mail, like postcards and letters, and
Okay,
a
cool.
full book may be a little much with the postage, but you never know.
Right. I got you.
But
It's about
postcards, you're pretty sure to get a postcard or two from Ireland.
awesome. Love that.
Another hint before you go, if you're going to do postcards, get the stamps first before you go. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Just put them on.
hmm Are they cheaper over there?
No, wait a second.
Oh.
If you go, you have to send the postcard from Ireland. That's
That's
like
true. What am I
required.
saying?
Right, but you could buy the stamp here and send it from over there, right?
Can you? Would it be cheaper?
Or you buy Irish stamp.
All right.
Maybe,
I used to have.
it sounded good, like a good idea, but
Yeah.
probably
I had 2 stamps hanging around, like European stamps for Christmas cards, but
yeah.
I don't have them now. But they're
I don't
forever.
think stamps are that expensive. Postcards are doable.
Yeah,
Now,
and they're
now,
actually
books,
you could buy forever stamps for Europe too. Like they never
know-
go up.
I know sending a book from here to England is like $23 at the minimum,
Yeah, it's
a lot.
expensive.
and it's
a
like
lot.
okay, buddy, I can't send you. Just buy it in England.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Well, we should call it a night. And again, thank you, MJ.
Sure. pleasure. It was wonderful hanging out with everyone.
Thank you, Nikki.
Make sure everyone likes and subscribes and does
Thank
all
you,
the things.
Constance. Thanks,
Bye,
everyone.
Constance.
If you're in the background and just not commenting, thank you all for showing.
Thank you so
Have
much.
a great night.
Yeah.
Goodbye.